I'm your BFF, your best Frank forever, the Prince of Promotion, the King of Commotion. And tonight, my Jimmy heart is pumping because I get to introduce to you one of the greatest spectacles of entertainment since watching one man really beat up another man for real. And that is the spectacle of entertainment of watching one man really beat up another man for real, for fun. It's the rich and heralded tradition around the world known as professional wrestling. And ooh yeah, it's bigger than ever. Dig it! Madness. So, you're all wrestling fans. You just don't know it yet. Let me tell you something, brother. You ain't better than pro wrestling because... We'll get to that. One of the best things about the pro wrestling in our region that we live in is our proximity to Mexico. Mexican culture has had a big impact on everything going on here in the Southwest United States, and one of its greatest exports is the best thing going today. No, you hipsters, it's not the avocados. It's the rich and exquisite style of professional wrestling known as Lucha Libre. That's right. Lucha Libre history dates back all the way to the late 1800s and gained local, I'd say, popularity in Mexico around the turn of the century. By the 1940s, sweeping changes in media and new advances in technology allowed luchadors to reach unlimited fame. The silver mask sensation El Santo would conquer all media. He was as big as Elvis, if not bigger. But for every saint, there's a sinner. And the Blue Demon would match up with El Santo, hold for hold and pillar to post. He would often taunt, sometimes test, but as well as team with El Santo in matchups, movies, and merchandise. And even though these two luchadors were world-renowned, it would be the man of 1,000 masks, Mil Mascaras, that would make the high-flying style of Lucha Libre world-renowned and known all across the globe and tied together with Mexican wrestling. Even though wrestling's famous for trios, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the late and the great Gory Guerrero, whose family legacy reigned supreme in wrestling and laid down the very foundation for all wrestling that we know today. Other favorites are the fascinating La Parka, the inspirational Rey Mysterio Jr., and Japanese ones as well, Japanese luchadors, like the amazing, incredible Ultimo Dragon, as well as the mythic Jushin Thunder Liger. That's right, look at that, man, that's something to behold. Because it's all about one word, you'll notice it. You'll notice it between Mexican wrestling and Japanese wrestling, it's all about one word. And I've got one word for you. They just taught me this button, respect. There it is, look at that. So it's all about that. It's all about respect. Because I've got a story to tell you about this man, Rodolfo Guzman Huerta, or as you might know him, El Santo. El Santo, if I could be serious for a moment, wrestled for 5 decades, that's 50 years, and never showed his face to the crowd. Not in any of those films, none of those matches, never once. But I'm going to tell you a story like it was the last chapter in a storybook. When one day, while he was being interviewed about his life, and looking back, out of nowhere and suddenly, El Santo lifted his mask up just for a moment, just for a peek, about as quick as that. You could see the reporter was shocked. He had no idea how to react. A scream was heard from off camera. No one had ever seen this. It was shocking. No one knew what to do. Why then? Why now? Why after this long career was this the time to show his face? There's a lot of theories on it, and some of us think that perhaps it was a gift, or maybe it was just a man that was saying goodbye after the long career was over. That's what a lot of us do think, because just a week later, the world would say goodbye to Rodolfo Guzman Huerta, and El Santo would return to the heavens. It would be El Santo's final wish that he was buried in his mask, and he was. He was because to luchadors, luchadoras, and to wrestling fans all around the world, that mask is no mask at all. It's a symbol. It's a symbol for something bigger than themselves and bigger than us all, and might even be that wrestler's true face. That's something to see, right? That's real. That's what this is all about. That's the realness of this all. Do you want to know something else? I got a little more gossip for you. I know the scoops. I've been talking to Dave. I got this thing. I'll tell you whatever. This is real. It's real. Are you kidding? Sure, it's entertainment, but the lifestyle is real. That's right. The strength, the skill, the ability, the agility, all of it. These people work out every single day trying to prove that they're the absolute best. Some of them just a sight to see. Some of them a sight to behold just based on the sheer size and strength of a man. Some of them more than a man, a masked monster who's there to prove that he's going to work out every day, to make himself a man that's as big as he can get. And he's going to put his body on the line. And he's going to do that as he goes one-on-one and really beats up another man for real, for fun. Because it is fun. Wrestling's the most fun. Okay? And there's something specifically unique about professional wrestling because it's live action. There's a few forms of entertainment similar. Anime comes close, and so do comics. But really, there's no other live action entertainment like professional wrestling. One of the most unique traits about it is that it's one of the only places you get to go root for the villains as much as you want. And I'll tell you what about that. They win. A lot. I know. Let me tell you, the whole thing about this when it comes to professional wrestling is that there's not really a lot of villains out there that we get to cheer for. Remember, your local sports team's arch rivals is some other town's hometown boys. And no matter how many times it happens, whenever you see Darth Vader, you don't have a new hope that he's going to kill Luke no matter how many times you watch Star Trek. Okay? It's the truth. Oh, hang on. What was that? Yeah, that's right. All right, are you going to get all fired up? Where'd I just hit you? I hit you right in the fandom, that's right. Right in those fiery fields when I picked on your Sith Lord, and you felt it burn up inside. That's wrestling. That's that passion. That's that passion that's on both sides of the curtain, whether it's with the boys, or whether it's the guy like me, or all the fans around the world. Passion, all right? And with that passion comes being a fan. And us wrestling fans aren't just fans, we're often fanatics. We don't just like wrestling, we love it. Even when we hate it, we love it. Ask the internet. Don't. And the best thing about wrestling is one of the best things to watch live. There's no other thing like it. Nothing at all. And one of the best things about watching it live is that us as a crowd, we get to come together as one, in unison, where we have a voice that rings out to try and inspire our hero up from the mat, to try and get him to fight back and to win and to triumph, and perhaps to change the outcome of what's going to happen. You know, I don't know how many times you've gone and seen it, but I don't think they really changed the ending of Hamilton based on crowd response. In wrestling, it's our job to do this, to come together as one, with a symphony of yeses, C's, and woos, as I'm Frankenstyling and profiling down that aisle. Let me get a woo from you. One time. That's the spirit. So I'm not just a wrestling fan. As I've told you, I'm a wrestling fanatic. And let me tell you, I know a lot of other wrestling fanatics because I've got a lot of things going on here today. You might have heard some of what was going on a little bit earlier, but I didn't come out here alone. No. Because I've got some friends. That's right. When it comes to friends, I've got them. I think they need a little coax. And why don't you come out? Give these people a round of applause. Off you go that way. Watch your steps. Watch the fonts, please. Look out for the letters. That one's a caps. Look out. That's very tough to navigate. Try and split up evenly. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Maybe start heading that direction. There you go. Looking good, looking great. Oh, my goodness. Feels so much better to be watching wrestling with friends. And all my friends are here today because we're here to see something spectacular. A local legend of Lucha Libre. Get ready, because you are about to meet one of the greatest inspirations to the entire wrestling scene in this area and anywhere in the nation. It's my pleasure to introduce to you this man. Weighing in at 220 pounds, hailing from the heavens above. Put your hands together for the one, the only, the Prophet! And now, because of some complications at the border, Prophet's opponent wasn't able to make it here today, but then I did what I love to do the most, shop local. So we found a local wrestler here from around the area, around the region, and he heard what we were doing here and didn't quite agree with our message of cultural inclusion. He's, not my favorite type of person. He's a college student from that college that none of you like. That's the one. He's the natural, weighing in at, I believe, 192 textbooks, please make some noise for Jamie Beechler the second. All right, good to see you. Thanks for making the trip. So today I'm about to now take a step away as we're here together for an exhibition. That's right, Lucha Libre, the very best that we've got to offer. Because this is an exhibition, I'm not too worried about everything going on. Common terms you might know, technico, or good guy. Rudo, bad guy. We don't have to worry about any of those terms because it's just an exhibition and I'm sure everyone's going to get along just fine. All right, take it away and I'm going to be calling the action as I take a seat over here, maybe just wander around. As we take a look at the world of professional wrestling, usually things start with a lockup and a handshake here, a little bit of respect. Not really what you like to see starting out. That's okay. Typically, matches start with a lockup. You can see collar and elbow tie-up allows a man to have control. Now a joint elbow lock right there. You can see Prophet has control of the man. And if you have his appendage, you can control where he goes.
I'm not going to do it.
He's not going to do it, though. We are just having an exhibition. Nothing to worry about here, nothing to worry about here. Remember, this is a technical display, it's an art form. They lock up again. Savages, don't be looking for blood yet. Now, you can see there, he's got him there in that joint elbow lock. Full control is the Prophet, the legend, taking this rookie to school. Exhibition it is. The very beginnings of a match are very important because they do set the tone and they set the pace. You can see both these men locking up a little tighter now. Gets control of that arm into that arm bar and that joint lock. You can break a man's arm real quick like that. You see this in the MMA, you see this in other places. All right, no need to get tense.
Exhibition.
No need for that. Oh, come on now. Beechler. A slap to the face. I don't know if that was a... Prophet fires back. Prophet fires back now. I don't blame him, really. We might need to get a semblance of control here. Please, guys, just... Ooh. A vicious chop. A vicious chop. Often chops followed up with a woo. Woo. The rich tradition continues. A chop fight is often all about respect and strength. Both men want to see how much the other can take. Ooh, a stinging chop across the chest. Beechler proud of his work.
Yeah.
Oh! He's going home with a parting gift, and I think it's Prophet's handprint. Absolutely stinging. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's what you like to see. Now, finally, Beechler looking for what he's doing. Oh! Prophet with the old Olay. A little receipt from earlier. Oh, come on now! That's a closed fist. Come on, Beechler. You don't got to do that now. Don't. Come on. All right. One shot. I'm not as impressed as he thinks that I should be, but again, sometimes one shot is all it takes. Prophet, you right there, Prophet? That was tougher. Yeah, it's an exhibition. All right. Oh, my goodness. Keep your eyes on the prize, Beechler. That'll do it. I'll tell you. Not much padding on that mat. Vicious body slam to Beechler. Holy Lord. And that's how you put an exclamation point on something right there. I'll tell you what. Oh, come on! What are you doing now? That's not the thing to do. Come on, man. Come on, man. No. I'm a coward. No. Please, though. Can we get a ref? Where's Carlos? Where's Carlos? Carlos, get out here, please. Can you separate them a little bit? Watch the letters. Come on, Carlos, separate them. Oh, come on now. Come on now.
What are you doing? This is an exhibition.
Yeah, please don't. Just talking. Okay. Don't. Look at this. All right, make sure he's all right. Make sure Prophet's all right here, Carlos. Come on now. Carlos, go put some space between me and him. I'll help the Prophet. Thank you very much. I don't know what he's thinking. All right, here, you doing all right? Come in. All right. No, you got it. He's fine. He's a legend. He's a legend, folks. Let's hear it for the Prophet. My goodness. Here, give me a little bit of that there. There it is. There he is.
Hey, you know that he cheated, right?
Yeah, that's brutal. You're not allowed to low blow anyone wherever you go. I'm not sure if you know that. It's 2019. What are you doing? So now, let me just ask you one thing again. Let's hear it for the Prophet. Let's hear it for Lucha Libre. Let's hear it for professional wrestling. That's right. Go get that. Because there is an evolution happening that's causing a revolution around the wrestling world. Because of sweeping changes in new technology and media advances, the planet figuratively shrinks as the wrestling world grows. We've got everything happening with the strong style in Japan. Wait a second now. My God, what is happening now? Get away. Holy Lord, Beechler. What are you doing? Please don't. I don't really know what to do.
Should I not hit him again?
No, don't hit him again.
This is your guy?
This is my guy. Please don't hit my guy. Ah! My gosh. I might need some help out here in a minute. Let me finish my final thought. And often the bad guys win a lot.
Yeah.
So there's an evolution happening that's causing a revolution around the wrestling world as the planet figuratively shrinks. The wrestling world continues to grow. As everything turns to more territory-based again, the culture of Japanese wrestling and its strong style, as well as the class that comes out of the UK and British wrestling tradition, is spreading to cultaholics across the world. Everything that's coming out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, there must be something, a little bit of the bubbly there based on the champions that they churn out. And then you've got all the stuff happening in Florida. Whatever is developing there is certainly what's next for this business. That's the truth. And remember, I'm the one that's asking you to do this because I'm not just a wrestling fan, I'm a wrestling fanatic. So you need to evolve your opinion of the business. Go out and see local wrestling shows. Leave your homes, turn it on, just watch it. Take it from me, the Prince of Promotion, the King of Commotion, and the mouth of the Southwest. Remember, you ain't better than pro wrestling because nothing is.